In this lesson, we are going to learn how to use algebraic equations in solving number pattern problems. Do you remember our function topic, where we worked with input and output numbers and where we represented those numbers in a table and in a graph? So how can we use algebraic equations to solve number pattern problems? Here is a number pattern: 15, 13, 11, 9, 7. We want to know, what would the 100th number be in this pattern? Let's first revise. Do you remember Zoot when we did functions? We used a rule such as 5x plus 20. Then we had a table with the input numbers and output numbers. The input numbers was represented by x, and x would then be the independent variable. Then to get the output numbers, we used the rule and we used substitution. The output numbers was also called the function values and is represented by y. The output numbers will be the dependent variable. So what is the term value of the 100th term? So now we use the same idea. This is a table and the input number will be the term number. So the first number in our pattern is 15. That's the term number. The second number in our pattern is 13. So the term number is like the input number and the term value is like the output number. We notice in our pattern that there's a constant difference. We have to subtract 2 every time to get the next number. We can say we subtract 2 or we add a negative 2. And we are way too lazy to write it out until we get the 100th term. So what do? We need to find a rule or an expression, just like when we did with functions, to find the output number or the term value. So let's use the constant difference. Let's use the first term, term number 1, and we multiply that 1 by negative 2, which is the constant difference between the numbers. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, but we want to get 15. So what do we do to get 15? We add 17. So we found our rule or our algebraic expression. So instead of term number, let's use n. So n is the term number. We multiply by negative 2 and add 17. We have to test that. What if n is 2? 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. And if we add 17, we get 13. So it works. So we've got our rule. So what is the term value of the 100th term? Let's use our rule. N is the term number times negative 2 plus 17 must give me the term value. 100 times negative 2 is negative 200 plus 17 is negative 183. So we found the term value. Do you see? It's just like finding the output value. But how do we get the term number? Let's say we've got the term value. We use the same rule, but we undo what we've done before. So it's like solving an equation. So we've got our rule, but our term value is now 9. So we work backwards. Instead of adding 17, we subtract 17. And then we divide by negative 2. So 9 minus 17 is negative 8. Divided by negative 2 is 4. And look in our table. Yes, 9 is the 4th term. So in order to get the term value, we used our expression, negative 2n plus 17, and we substituted the term numbers for n. In order to get the term number, we use an equation. And we have to solve the equation. So negative 2n is then 9 minus 17. We use the additive inverse of 17. Then we divide by negative 2, which is the coefficient of n, and n is 4. Voila! So we use an algebraic expression to find the term value, and we use an equation to solve and to get the term number. So in this lesson, we learned how to use the algebraic expressions and algebraic equations to solve number pattern problems. And our number pattern is not mysterious anymore.